we've got some brand new Easter themed customization options here in the Hunter Call of the Wild, added as a free gift, so no DLC or anything like that to purchase, and there's actually quite a few options. I decided that we'd take them here to Revontuli because it allows us to make a 5-weapon loadout that we're likely to actually use all 5 of, but I still want to go into the inventory and take a look at all the different options because even between 5 guns, I couldn't get all of them actually equipped. So what we'll do is we'll just go to customize any one of these guns and not actually save it, and we'll take a look at all of the different options. So we'll start on the paints. There are, I believe, 4 new Easter paints. We have the Bay Leaf Green, the Pink Bubblegum, the Burgundy Red, and a Creme Brulee Yellow. Then if we go to the sprays, we have the Easter Duck Spray, that is what's on right here. We've got a Feather Spray that's actually pretty nice, and a Stencil Spray, which is what we have on the 22. I almost missed this, but there are 2 new materials as well, and I think these are going to be pretty cool. There's a Black Matte Nitride Metal, and there's also a Hard Matte Chrome Metal. I still want a non-matte metal, but I'm glad they're kind of going that direction and adding some metal materials as well. Then we have in the camos 3 new ones, an Easter Egg pattern, we've got a Easter Feather pattern, and a Rabbit camo. I don't know how I feel about that one, but I think it could actually work in certain scenarios. And then finally, we have an Easter Wrap, which we have on the 12-gauge shotgun, which is interesting to say the least, but I think we're going to get to see that one the most because we are on Revontuli. But I'm looking forward to just heading out here for a hunt and getting to use these weapons in their newly customized forms, and we'll see if we can get anything cool with them. And just as expected, we've got a chance at a ptarmigan with the 12-gauge, and I imagine we'll be seeing a lot of that. But the other nice thing is that reload animation, it does give us a full look at the gun with the Easter Wrap, so not too bad. This is just a little female, but the plan actually for today is to try not to just focus on raccoon dogs solely. We're still going to be trying to get some, still going to be spending time in their areas, but I also want to get to other areas of the map, maybe have a chance of stumbling into a big Greylag or Tundra Bean Goose, and be able to set up to bring them in, because we're also just struggling to find any level 5s for them. And of course, right after saying that, we have a level 6 raccoon dog out here, but we'll definitely try to take that with the 243. 7 to 8 estimate is pretty decent, so gonna try to get a lung or something. We definitely got something good. This is that black nitrous metal, by the way. It doesn't look too bad. I think that may kind of open up some other customization for other weapons, especially ones that maybe have like a stainless steel barrel that would look better with like a black metal barrel with whatever customization options you got going on. Like I said though, I still want one that's non-matte, because I just think that would maybe be a little more realistic, but baby steps I suppose there. This guy we got right along lower neck somehow. Just kind of right in the perfect spot to do it, but a gold at 7.62. Not too bad as we just move on through here. No way. Why does this always happen? Every single time we go to like any other map, we just find piebald cow moose without even trying. I mean, it's gonna be something to take with the Easter 300, so why not? But I can't even imagine why that would be here. Gonna go ahead and get that shot before she starts trotting, because the rest of them were. I don't even know. It's making me think that piebald moose just aren't nearly as rare as albinos and melanistics, because we did have the one albino cow over on Layton when we started that grind, and it was not a respawn from the grind, it was actually, I believe, an initial spawn from when this map came out, and they did redistributions and repopulations on every single map, I think except for Silver Ridge Peaks. Other than that, in way over 2,000 moose, between Medved and Layton Lakes grinding for a great one, we've gotten like, I don't know, 8 piebalds and nothing else. And then between multiplayer and just single player on other maps, there's gotta be another half dozen or more just piebald cows that we've shot in videos like this. But that's a neat little thing to take with our, was this the duck camo, I believe? Ended up with a right long shot at 143 meters. Try to get the heart, I guess maybe further forward could have, but go figure. We just keep getting these things, whether we want to or not. I don't even know at this point if there's any reason to tax it, so we'll just kind of move on and keep hunting, but that's interesting. It's happened yet again. I mean, sure. I guess this has just happened on Revontuli today. We've got an aggressive level 3 Caper Kaylee. Question is, do we want to take it with the 22 or the 12 gauge? What I'd like to do is try to catch it like mid-attack, I guess to call it that, with the 12 gauge. So we'll attempt that and just sort of see what happens. Just got to be in a spot where we can actually see. If it tries to get Sir 12 though, we'll hit it with something else. I think we're going to be fine. It should attempt to get us here. Maybe this? It did go for Sir 12. And we couldn't shoot it because it would have been an invalid target. This is a weird hunt. Anyway, as we have a mythical... What is happening? Gonna just go ahead and hit that too. If we could have this kind of luck with any of the species that we're still missing diamonds of on this map, that'd be great. But a 4.68 diamond at Western Caper Kaylee could have been a little higher with that 4.7 weight. Hit it just about everywhere with the 12 gauge burst shot at 2 meters. Not too bad. That we will tax. I don't think it's one of our higher scoring ones. We don't have any really big ones. I think they can score like right up at 5 if I'm not mistaken. But either way, we'll do something with that even if it is a second Lodge edition. And we have a downed mythical brown bear here right beside us. Not a bad looking one either. I don't even know what fur type this is. Might be the light or dark brown. It is dark brown. 26.37 score, that's a pretty good one. And we right long shot him both times there with the 300 at about 60 meters. I was just thinking as we were running along, like, we fired the 12 gauge, we fired the 300, and we fired the 243. So we need to find some whitetail for the 303, and at some stage shoot something with the 22, and then the Caper Kaylee just comes and at least solves one of our problems as far as trying to get something cool with some of these weapons. And then the brown bear just, I guess, decided to join in. And speaking of, we've got an opportunity to use the 22 a level 4 Tundra Bean Goose. There was a level 3, it's actually right beside it too, so we might be able to get them both. I don't know if... Oh, we should switch to the Argus because it's about 200 meters away. I'm thinking actually if we don't rush this, they should actually just sit there, but it depends on if we insta-drop it or not. So, gotta have an idea of where that one is. That did insta-kill, so we have time. I mean, we could kill everything, but I don't think we're gonna try to do that, so we'll just take our 2. And now we're down to, as far as unused weapons with the new Easter skins, just the 303. This may be a lake worth looking into as well. I guess I already have a setup, and somehow they still didn't all spook. It had to be 2 separate flocks for that to happen, but either way, we won't cause too much pressure because I think there was a zone there. And there's actually another 4 up there right above us, so the odds that we hit that are not that good, but we'll give it a try, just in case we can maybe get that down and have a respawn. We did get it right there through the tree. Maybe this is where we need to try to hunt for them. We've got a spot where both Grey Lags and Tundra Bean Goose come in. I feel like I've never seen this. I don't know how, because I have that set up there, but I have never gotten in here. Either way, there's a spot just to our west. I think it's actually to our southwest. This one right here, where both species of geese here in Revontuli will come in. There's actually Canada geese there too, but we don't have decoys down. It just hasn't produced really anything good for us. Whereas here, 2 level 4s just like that, maybe this is a spot to hunt a little bit more. Either way, 2 down side by side right here, a 2.86 level 4, 3.16 is goal, so he's a fairly small 4. We've got the level 3, which was a 2.73, and then the other 4 over on this side. We have definitely done worse than just running through a spot and getting 2 level 4 geese that we actually need a diamond of. There's a 3+ as well. 3.05. I think we're going to give that a try. I was really kind of determined to just hunt one spot and hope that eventually we'd get a couple of level 5s and diamonds there, but it just doesn't seem to be working, and if this area seems to have some big ones, maybe that'll get us what we need. They just keep on finding us. There was never, for either of the 2 Caper Kaylee now that have gone aggressive, never a track that we attempted to follow or anything like that. But it's experiences like we've had so far today with the piebald moose and diamond Caper Kaylee that kind of led me to believe that we could do the single player only diamond challenge here on Revontuli. And when we spend enough time, it does seem like it happens. If we can just cover some ground and shoot pretty much anything that we see. It does seem to produce a lot of diamonds, it's just those couple that haven't shown up for us yet. Well, it seems as though we figured out where a lot of the whitetail are. There's a little kind of double lake here in the northeast, and there's quite a few bucks, including one decent one here, so we can use the 303 for that. These ones I think are just in range to spook, but none of them are really big enough to try to get a quick double, so let's just worry about getting this guy. I would say this angle will work just fine, just about 70 meters away. And from the 303, that'll take that guy down, so at least we have managed to fire all of the guns. I don't know how I feel about I think this was the creme brulee paint, along with the one skin, but I don't know, it kind of works given the colors. That is one thing I like. It seems like they did intentionally kind of make some paints that matched the patterns and stuff, because the 300 we did the same thing, it just kind of looks a little bit better. Left lung shot and a gold on that guy, but like we have the bluish paint along with the duck pattern, and it just fits right in, so it's kind of a smart design the way they did it. And maybe we might get a chance at a level 7 raccoon dog here, which if we can make the shot as it kind of runs past us, could mean both of our raccoon dogs end up being a gold. That looked like Vital Blood, so not a bad deal. Got to use I think everything except for the 303 twice, which isn't too bad. This one was a 7.62, which if I'm not mistaken is the exact same score as the level 6 we shot earlier. Kind of intriguing, but double lung that on the run at 33 meters. And I think on that note, we'll take our Diamond Capercaillie back to the second lodge and maybe put our first ever Capercaillie in that lodge. I don't think we've done that. Speaking of kind of weird scoring quirks, by the way, according to the trophy manager, that Capercaillie was a 4.69 score, so I believe it was 4.68 in the Harvest Green, but either way, we're going to put him right up top in the center there. I wanted like a kind of flying at us pose. That's about the only one there is, so suppose we'll go with that. And just kind of adds another trophy to a lodge that we've slowly kind of been filling up throughout the years of just adding secondary things, but that was quite cool. And I don't know how often we'll use the Easter skins. I'll probably try to use them at least for a while this spring, just to make the most of them. But it is cool they've put those into the game as a gift so no one has to pay for them. And there's actually a lot of options, and those medals, those two specifically, I think will be used quite a bit outside of, you know, Easter or Spring Loadout specifically, and that'll be something we definitely play with a little bit more in the future when we go back to our normal skins. But anyway, that is going to do it for this video, so as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.